Welcome to the Frost and Sullivan Growth Podcast. The Gulf Cooperation Council has built a global position in petrochemicals, polymers, and plastics manufacturing. But there is another side to that story. What happens to all the plastic after it has been used? Across Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Oman, the plastic ecosystem is beginning to change. Low recycling rates, fragmented collection, limited sorting capacity, and gaps in recovery infrastructure are creating a significant value opportunity. At the same time, regulatory action, infrastructure investment, advanced recycling technologies, and stronger industry collaboration are beginning to connect waste management with the region's established petrochemical and polymer capabilities. So could the GCC move from being a major producer of virgin polymers to becoming a regional hub for circular plastics? Let's start with the big picture. The GCC already has a very strong plastics and petrochemicals ecosystem. Why is circularity becoming such an important strategic priority now?
The GCC has significant strengths in plastics production, petrochemicals, polymer manufacturing, capital availability, and industrial infrastructure. But the downstream waste ecosystem hasn't developed at the same pace. Low recycling rates, fragmented collection and source segregation, and limited recovery capabilities are resulting in significant value being lost through landfilling, inefficient processing, and exports. That creates a very interesting opportunity. The region already has much of the industrial infrastructure needed to process polymers. The opportunity is to connect those capabilities with a stronger collection, sorting, recycling, and recovery ecosystem.
So the opportunity isn't simply about managing plastic waste better. It's about turning that waste into an industrial resource.
Exactly. The strategic shift is from waste management towards circular value creation.
That's an important distinction. What makes the GCC particularly well positioned to build a circular plastics ecosystem?
The region has several structural advantages. It has deep capital availability, established petrochemical infrastructure, polymer manufacturing expertise, industrial clusters, and access to global trade routes. Those capabilities can support investment in collection systems, material recovery facilities, advanced recycling, and circular polymer production. And there's an additional advantage. Recovered materials don't have to remain within a standalone waste management ecosystem. They can potentially be connected directly to established polymer and conversion networks.
Let's look at the three key markets. Are Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Oman at the same stage of the circularity journey?
No, and that's actually what makes the region interesting. Saudi Arabia has the largest feedstock opportunity because of its substantial plastic waste volumes and established petrochemical ecosystem. The UAE is showing stronger momentum across recycling initiatives, infrastructure development, and policy activity. Oman has an emerging recycling ecosystem, which creates opportunities to strengthen collection, sorting, recycling quality, and domestic utilization. So the opportunity is different in each country.
Could you give us a sense of the scale?
Certainly. Saudi Arabia generates approximately 5.8 to 6.6 million metric tons of plastic waste, while the UAE generates around 1.1 to 1.2 million metric tons, and Oman around 0.55 to 0.60 million metric tons. By 2030, recycling rates are expected to reach approximately 12 to 22% in Saudi Arabia, 15 to 25% in the UAE, and 10 to 21% in Oman, based on the analysis.
If there's so much potential, what's preventing the GCC from capturing more of this value today?
Infrastructure is one of the biggest challenges. Fragmented collection and weak source segregation limit the availability of clean and consistent feedstock. Limited sorting and recycling infrastructure also restrict recovery capacity and material quality. And even when recycled material is available, inconsistent quality can make it difficult to use in higher value applications.
Mechanical recycling is already part of the ecosystem. But what happens with plastics that are difficult to process mechanically?
That's where advanced recycling becomes increasingly important. Technologies such as pyrolysis and depolymerization can potentially process mixed, multi-layer, contaminated, and other hard-to-recycle plastics that are difficult to handle through conventional mechanical recycling. This expands the addressable feedstock opportunity. Instead of limiting circularity to relatively clean and easily recyclable plastics, advanced processing can help recover value from more complex waste streams.
Beyond technology, what else needs to happen for the ecosystem to scale?
There are three major requirements. First, industry convergence. Petrochemical producers, recyclers, waste management companies, technology providers, municipalities, and brand owners need to work together. Second, stronger policy and regulatory alignment. Consistent incentives, recycled content demand, and clear standards can improve investment certainty. And third, reliable end market demand. Recycled polymers need to meet the quality, consistency, and certification requirements of higher value applications.
Let's end with the bigger opportunity. Could the GCC eventually become more than a regional recycling market? Could it become a hub for circular polymers?
There is certainly a strong foundation for that opportunity. The region combines petrochemical expertise, polymer manufacturing, capital, infrastructure, industrial clusters, and global trade connectivity. If collection and sorting systems continue to improve, advanced recycling capacity scales, and recycled polymers achieve the required quality and certification, the GCC could increasingly connect recovered plastic feedstock with regional and international markets. The competitive landscape is already moving in that direction, with major industry players investing in advanced recycling and circular polymer production.
That's a powerful way to look at the opportunity. The GCC's plastic circular economy is moving beyond fragmented recycling initiatives toward a more integrated model connecting collection, sorting, advanced recycling, petrochemicals, polymer production, and downstream applications. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Oman are progressing at different speeds, but together they represent a significant opportunity to transform plastic waste into a valuable industrial resource. The strategic question for organizations is therefore shifting from how do we manage plastic waste to how do we capture and create value from the plastics already in circulation. Thanks for joining us on Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.